Multiple attempts to retrieve Particle 010 have failed. We require an independent mind to organize its capture. Initiate Action 420. Determining proximity of nearest facility with the required technology. Located, Sector 303, Dominion Cloning Facility. Assimilate the facility and incorporate its technology into our own.
Gee, is that all? Alright, we are the Borg, and our objective is to assimilate that Dominion Cloning Facility. I remember doing this mission back a long time ago when I first played this, and granted, back then I didn't know a lot of what I was doing, and that mission took a while to complete. I know more of what I'm doing now. Being the Borg is fun because I don't have problems with things like crew, because we can just take the crew for ourselves, we can assimilate what we need. And they do not give us much to work with at all in this mission, so... eliminate all Dominion forces, take over the Dominion Cloning Facility. Alright, so, I will grab this first construction ship, and I will create a mining station.
Confirmed.
I will create,
with
the second construction ship, a Nexus.
Initiating
I'm going to put the Nexus
construction
in front of the mining, or I guess you could say south, of the mining station so it can help protect it.
Objective received.
Meanwhile, I'm going to grab our 4 ships, which are 3 assimilators and a sphere. I almost said cube, I don't know why. We'll have cubes soon enough.
Initiating station construction.
As you can see, they don't give us much dilithium to work with either. But we can get our own in many different ways. I'm going to have my little Armada here move, and I think there's another moon down here somewhere. I want to find it. There it is. Okay.
We will comply.
Now, one thing about the Dominion, they attack in mass, in great numbers. Their ships are not that powerful, but there's a lot of them. And all of their standard destroyer class ships have the Polarian torpedo. Yes, that same Polarian torpedo that the Klingons had.
Activate all
which can disable stuff. I do not like that. So, we'll have to be very careful. Their battleships have a shield disruptor that the Federation Nebula class has, and that's even worse. They don't often use that. And there's not many battleships running around. It's mostly the little destroyers. But there's a lot of them. Fortunately, we can hopefully take some of those and salvage them for our own resources. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else until our Nexus is complete, because we really can't. I could move down and start constructing a mining station down here, but as soon as I do that, they're probably going to attack. So I'd rather wait until we can secure everything. The Borg are one of my favorite races to play as. Probably my favorite race is the Federation. When I play instant action matches and stuff, I don't know why. Used to, the Borg was hands down my favorite, and it's still very fun to play. But I've gotten better with the Federation. Alright, we have our Nexus. I'm immediately going to build some extra mining ships.
Initiating vessel construction.
To increase the production from this moon. Now, these moons are not infinite, so that's another thing we'll have to
proceed
to take into account.
The collective must grow.
And I see enemies, and here they come.
We are the Borg.
Or they're just going to sit there. There's 4 of them. And that's just the ones we can see.
The collective must grow.
Okay. Priority 1 is to get this up.
Objective received.
Our research station, which will allow us to put special weapons on these. Most importantly, these, so we can get our holding or our assimilation
We
beams.
serve the collective. Insufficient resources.
What? Oh.
By your command.
Because that miner started constructing. Another thing about the Borg, their things are expensive. But they are very powerful. Slow and expensive both into lithium and in crew. Especially the cubes, but extremely powerful compared to everything else. And there's other ways of dealing with that. Because the Borg weapons can assimilate crew and assimilate ships. Which we can then disassemble for resources.
Vessel construction complete.
Like, hurry up. There we go.
Confirmed.
Alright. Our
Initiating station
miner
construction.
is going to go to this moon.
Instructions
We'll have 3
received.
miners on that moon.
By
I like
your
having,
command.
as I've already explained before, excuse me. I like having 3 miners per moon, just because it means that somebody's mining and somebody's offloading almost constantly once they get into the rhythm. Takes a while to get that going, but when it does, it's quite effective. Okay, now I'm completely out of lithium other than what's been offloaded, so I've got to wait. If I move down there to where these guys are, they're going to start harassing me en masse like mosquitoes. So I'm going to wait and let them come to me. Or I'm at least going to wait until I have assimilation beams on my assimilators.
Relocate.
By then, hopefully I'll have the resources to put a shipyard together. But they are guarding that moon, which is quite unfortunate.
Station construction complete.
Alright, assimilation beams.
Initiating additional
The
technology.
auto assimilator. I'm not going to worry about the detection grid because these guys don't cloak. The transwarp drive, I'm not planning on using a lot of interceptors in this mission, so I'm not worried about that. But I will probably get the regeneration for the spheres, making them good attack vessels. And then, of course, the holding beam for the cubes is essential for this mission.
By your command.
Okay. Waiting on research.
By your command.
Only 1,200 dilithium for an assembly matrix. But that's the next priority, because if I do assimilate any ships, I'll need a shipyard to disassemble them in. I'll stick it right over here. And the Borg missions are generally just fun to play compared to a lot of the other races. I don't know why. Okay, now our effectiveness of our mining operation is showing itself, because we got one guy mining, we got one guy offloading. The other guy started mining as soon as he moved. As soon as that one gets out, then this one will dock and start offloading while that one's mining. So as you can see, we've got a well-oiled machine, no pun intended, at our mining operation.
Additional technology acquired.
Okay, now we have our auto assimilators. Excellent. I'm hoping to put this on order before I start my attack. Alright, I've got enough.
Objective received.
Now it's on order. Now I'm going to have Fleet 1 go down
We
here
are the Borg. Proceed to sector.
and kick the hornet's nest.
Initiating station construction.
I mean, I should wait till my shipyard's finished so I can also do repairs, but I think we can probably handle this. I may have to retreat.
We are the Borg. Unassimilated species engaged. We will comply.
Yeah, they're pounding my sphere already. Took out one. I'm going to drag them over here to where my nexus is.
The collective is under attack.
Yeah, now they're sending reinforcements.
Assimilate this species.
They hit my nexus, dang it. They must have hit it with every single player and torpedo they can get their
The
hands on.
collective must grow.
Not appreciated.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
Alright, Sphere, you get back down here.
Proceed. Station construction.
Okay, we can now repair our ships,
We require regeneration.
which I will do.
State
Mostly the
being
Sphere is what
ready.
needs that.
State objective.
One of my ships is stuck.
We require regeneration.
Alright,
The
you're
collective
gonna have to
must
position.
grow.
let's put down some torpedo turrets to help with the defense.
Objective received.
Because I know they're going to start swarming me soon. Meanwhile, let's go down there and claim that ship we just emptied of crew. And that's a few like 200 dilithium, I believe.
Initiating station construction.
There it is.
The collective must grow.
Now, we do have access to their player torpedo, so I might keep a few around just as a defense/attack vessel for that reason.
Proceed to
But
center.
most of them, I'm going to disassemble. Because I need the resources more than I need the ships.
Relocate.
As cool as it is to have those ships under the control of the Borg
Proceed to
and assimilated,
center.
I need the resources more than anything. That's a pretty good sized moon. Okay, I'm going to grab my other construction vessel wherever he is. There he is.
The
And I'm going to go ahead
must grow.
and prepare to create a mining operation down here. Now, normally, I just create a mining station down here and try to protect it. But I think I'll stick a nexus down here just to help us with crew problems. Of course, I don't think it's going to be a problem since we are the Borg. And then it can help protect the mining station. Alternatively, I could just stick a bunch of turrets down here and then build the mining station. A nexus is 2,000 dilithium, so I think I am going to do that. I'm just going to put a few of these.
We will comply.
And while he's building that, I'll have these guys protect our construction ship.
By your command. We will comply.
Also, now I can build some these, some replacement ships.
Initiating
Or
vessel
additional ships.
construction.
I'm focusing on the simulators because they're our best weapon to use in capturing things for the moment.
Initiating station construction.
I'm going to have you rally all of our completed ships down here to help with the defense. If I remember correctly, there are 3 key locations. There's 2 shipyards that are protected by turrets and a few ships located. I think one's
Station
here
construction
and one's here.
complete.
The cloning facility is located around this area, and I think it's got 2 shipyards with it and
Station
a bunch of
construction
turrets.
complete.
So I got to keep that in mind.
Vessel construction complete.
Alright, we have another simulator. I'm going to have this guy come down and start building our... Dang it. I'll have you start constructing our mining operation.
By your command.
Meanwhile, I'll also continue to secure our defense.
We will comply. The collective must grow. Initiating station construction. Insufficient resources. Activate
I ran out of
all
resources when I
outposts.
told them to build that turret, so I'll just resend the order.
Vessel construction complete.
Well, never mind. We'll wait on that for a second.
Station construction complete.
That was fast.
Objective received. Initiating
I'm
station
actually
construction.
surprised we have not been getting attacked anymore yet. That's kind of odd. Usually they're up my butt. But once we took out those first 4 ships, they haven't really done anything. Yet.
Activate all outposts. Vessel construction complete.
The ships are completing before we can get mining going. It's going fast because I only have 1 moon.
Station
But
construction
we'll have
complete.
1 fleet, and we'll have defenses here handled. Alright, you leave.
Proceed.
Go back to base because I'll need you later for other things. Let me reselect that without the construction ship. Alright, there's another. I think another sphere is being created. Or no, another simulator. Okay. I'll have 1 ship that's not part of a fleet, which will be the other sphere, which is fine. Because I'll need ships for base defense anyway. Now
Vessel
with
construction complete.
7 assimilators in this fleet, we should have no problems assimilating any of these ships quite easily. Alright, so
Proceed.
I want to move around a little bit. We'll scout
By your command.
while we're waiting for resources to build up so I can build a second mining station here.
We are the Borg. We will comply. Proceed to sector. Proceed to sector. Relocate to grid. Proceed to sector.
No activity so far.
Relocate to grid.
I also have to remember that they do have the Polarian torpedo, which could cause some problems. Do not fly through that nebula, you
We
idiot.
will comply. We will comply.
Of course, I can get my crew back just by assimilating.
Activate all
Because
outposts.
if I use the assimilation beam, it sucks the crew of the enemy ship as Borg drones into the assimilator itself, and then when the assimilator is full, it sends the crew to the crew pool. Which is excellent for me, because
we
for
will
us.
comply. We are the
because
Borg.
it gets rid of our crew problem. Okay, I have a sphere and 3 turrets protecting this area. I'm going to put on order
Insufficient resources.
2 more freighters that will join the freighter that comes with this station, and all 3 of them will be mining this moon as well.
State
That should
objective.
help our resource problem by a lot.
Relocate to grid. Initiating vessel construction.
Once that's done, then we can start looking toward our advanced facilities.
We are the Borg.
It would be very helpful if I could find something to assimilate, but they're not attacking me, and that's odd. They usually do.
Construction complete.
Because then I could take ships and disassemble them.
Relocate to grid.
Okay, that's
Activate
done.
all outposts.
Now when we build up our resources again, we'll start on our more advanced stations.
Relocate to grid.
At this point, I'm waiting on the freighters, one of which has completed.
State objective. We will adapt. The collective must grow. We will comply.
And you're being an idiot and flying through the nebula again.
Relocate.
I don't know why the pathing of Armada is
Relocate.
so bad.
Proceed to sector.
Okay, here's a ship that effectively killed itself. There's no crew because it sat in the Yellow Nebula and let its crew die.
Vessel construction
I'm going to
complete.
take it,
Activate all outposts.
and we're going to disassemble
Vessel
this ship.
designated for
Because it's
disassembly.
classified as a battleship, and that's a lot of resources. That's at least 800 dilithium just sitting there for us.
Proceed to sector. Proceed. Relocate to grid.
Okay, we have more ships coming in. Now they're starting their attacks.
Unassimilated
that?
species engaged.
Oh, they brought a battleship with them.
We are the
For the
Borg.
repairs. Well, I didn't mean to blow those up.
The collective
But,
must grow.
We just claimed another
By
battleship.
your command. Vessel designated for disassembly.
So we'll disassemble that for resources as well.
State objective.
I didn't mean to blow it up. That's
We
okay.
require regeneration.
I'm gonna send the entire fleet for repairs. One got pounded kind of hard. Okay, this guy's done.
We serve the collective.
And now we're up to 2,000 dilithium again. Just like that.
Activate all outposts.
So now, I can start constructing some of these things. Actually, the first thing I want to do is an advanced shipyard, which I will put right here.
Confirmed.
I will also begin researching the regeneration for the spheres.
Additional technology.
And then once that shipyard is complete, I'll research the holding beam and we'll start constructing cubes. I don't know if I'll need diamonds.
Power nodes.
Okay, here's another problem. Mostly something we'll see on the Borg missions. Power nodes are basically the Borg's version of officers. And what officers are in this is basically the ship limit. I have a limit of 120 power nodes. I can have up to 120, and then I can't have anything else. So in order to fix that, I've got to construct these control nodes upgrades.
Initiating station construction.
So I'm going to build a lot of those to stop this problem. And then as each of those gets completed, this number will go up, and that means I can build more.
We are the Borg.
I hate that mechanic.
Proceed to sector. Relocate.
And every time I do an instant action or a multiplayer thing, I turn that up to the maximum. I hate dealing with it. I get why it's there. I still hate it.
Activate all alcoves.
Because now I can't build my advanced shipyard until that's finished.
Objective received. We are the Borg.
Okay. Now the reason why that number went down, the left number, right here, is because some of the ships that I told to disassemble themselves count as, now that they're gone, they reduce the number because they no longer exist. And now you see that number went up because I built that power node advancement at the Nexus. It went up by 20. That's another reason why I might stick another Nexus. My freighters are stuck because of my fleet.
Proceed.
Because if I build another Nexus, I could build more of those and increase that number even more. Because that's something I do not want to have to deal with, especially when a lot's going on at once. I have the resources I could potentially build a second Nexus right now.
The collective must grow.
In fact, I think I'm going to do that. I'll put it about right here. So any enemies that come from this side will have to pass by it to get to this mining operation and its turrets. As long as I don't build anything that's very expensive, I should have the resources for it. I believe the holding beam is what? Oh, the holding beam is 1,200. I thought it was cheaper than that. My bad. We might be waiting on that for a sec.
Initiating station construction.
Not very long, though, because as you can see, we're building up resources at an excellent rate because of both of our mining operations. I'll have to wait on any extra cubes, though.
Initiating additional
Alright, we've just spent all of our dilithium again, and we've begun researching holding beams, and we have a second Nexus
insufficient resources
being constructed. What finished? And, what's insufficient? I don't get it.
Initiating station construction.
Oh, the upgrades for that I was just talking about. I forgot I even done that because I usually don't have to deal with those.
Grow.
Okay, I'm gonna go down here and see what else we can find. I also, since obviously turrets are unmanned and we can't assimilate crew from them, I also want to set up an attack force for the turrets, which will consist of spheres. And now that I'm getting enough money, we can build more.
Initiating vessel construction.
With the regeneration, that'll help matters.
We are the Borg.
Alternatively, I could build a diamond with Yttrium burst and go down and use it, but that's costly. It's something I'll probably do eventually, but not at this moment. In fact,
Station construction complete.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move these spheres
Negotiation is
into their
arrived.
own fleet and have the simulators in their own fleet, which will be fleet 1.
Station construction complete.
Now we have our second Nexus. I'm not going to start the upgrades right now because each of them is 500 dilithium. I don't have that. So I'll wait.
The collective must grow.
And see if we can coax out a few more ships to
Relocate
assimilate.
grid. Vessel construction complete. Proceed to sector.
Here's a turret. Okay, we have a shipyard.
Proceed. We are the Borg. Unassimilated species engaged.
And we accidentally blew it up.
Station construction complete.
Blew that one up too, dang it. Stop shooting the shipyard.
We will comply.
Okay, this shipyard is now crewless. But I'm not going to take it because then this turret will shoot it, so I'm just going to wait. I'm going to
Vessel
turn.
construction complete.
My next decision, once I do handle those turrets, will be, do I disassemble the shipyard for a fair amount of resources, or do I keep it? Now, building Dominion ships is not a bad idea, not really necessary, but I could use it to repair without having to come all the way back to base.
State new directive.
That's another
Relocate to grid.
decision I could make, another advantage. Okay, we are making money, and all of these I believe are complete. I think there's one more. Go ahead and handle it. Once these spheres are finished, I'll take the sphere fleet. That'll be 4. That'll be 8. That'll be perfect. And I'll move in and start hitting these turrets.
Vessel construction complete.
Also, there's another moon down there that I could potentially claim. This is one thing you'll know about the Borg missions, especially, well, including this one, is that the Borg missions tend to go fairly long compared to others. Every single Borg mission is quite long. So, I hope you've got your popcorn and are comfortable.
We are the Borg.
But that's what makes them fun.
Additional technology.
Okay, we now have
acquired.
holding beams once we get cubes to put them on.
Vessel construction complete.
Okay, let's put a cube on order. That's why I want as many moons as possible, because the Borg
Activate
stuff
all
is expensive.
outposts.
And if you think we're having resource problems now,
Proceed.
wait till we get to the second mission of the Borg. This is paradise compared to the second mission of the Borg. Okay, we have one more sphere, and I'll send it with the rest of the fleet. And then we'll just build up resources and wait on our cubes. This moon is nearly depleted. That's another worry.
Vessel construction complete.
Alright, go down there and
Proceed.
rendezvous with the fleet.
State objective.
Alright, let's move you guys over.
Relocate.
There's another reason why I want to go ahead and try to claim that area down there.
State new directive.
Okay.
Realigning attack priorities.
Putting you in yellow alert because I don't think you'll accidentally shoot the yard since it's technically derelict and it's not a threat. But I do not want you accidentally blowing up the yard. I want to at least take it. Whatever I decide to do with it, I want to take it. But we need to kill these turrets first.
Relocate.
Now, spheres are good at doing this because we can shoot it, and if it shoots back, we can just regenerate.
Negotiation is irrelevant. Unassimilated species engaged.
As we'll demonstrate right here. See, we're getting our shield energy back. Why don't you stop shooting?
Negotiation is irrelevant.
Perfect. One turret destroyed. Let's go down here and take this other one out.
Relocate. Vessel construction complete. State new directive.
We have two more.
Proceed to sector.
I don't know why he stopped regenerating.
Adapting weapons.
Oh, they brought ships. Okay, well,
Proceed
we're
to
gonna leave
sector.
for a second. I'm gonna get Fleet 1 over here.
Collective must grow.
We're gonna take advantage of this.
Unassimilated species engaged.
Well, crap. We got some crew out of it, but the ships... The Dominion ships are very weak. Why did I not... I guess I didn't. Alright.
We are one. Activate all
Sensors got disabled. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna go back down there and finish off that turret.
Relocate. We are the Borg. Activate all outposts. Relocate.
Got one.
The collective
I believe it's
must
safe
grow.
enough to take this now.
State objective.
And then that happened. Don't you dare shoot my yard. Eat it. Okay. Did we... We didn't.
The collective must grow.
I must have misclicked.
Unassimilated species engaged.
No wonder I didn't shoot at it. It technically wasn't mine. Now it is.
We require regeneration.
Repair all ships.
State new directive.
Oh yeah, we got to deal with this.
Assimilation. Begin assimilation.
Okay, next. Now that we have that yard, I'm going to come down here with this construction vessel. I'm going to put a nexus down here. Oh, that's a lot of ships. Attack.
Activate all outposts. We require regeneration.
I may lose the sphere
Engage target.
because we're being swarmed. And this is what the Dominion does. They love their swarm tactics. Yeah, they're eating up my spheres.
Unassimilated species engaged.
But they paid for them with a few ships of their own. And the good news is,
The collective must
we won't have to
grow.
take them all the way back to base
Vessel designated for
to
disassembly.
disassemble them. We can do it right here.
We are the Borg. Initiating station.
Now we construct our
construction.
nexus. I lost one sphere. That's unfortunate.
Negotiation is
I'm going to leave the
relevant.
fleets here to defend until the nexus is complete. Meanwhile, we have our first cube.
We serve the collective.
We have enough resources. I can build more.
Initiating vessel construction. Activate all
Now put a diamond on
outposts.
order. I'm going to get a technology node
Objective
so we can get some
received.
diamond weapons because they will come in handy. I don't think I want to bother building a transwarp gate. I don't even know if I can in this mission.
The collective must grow.
But it's there. I just don't have
Initiating
the
station
technology yet.
construction.
Because A, it might cause the game to crash because it tends to do that, and B, it's not really necessary. If I think we're going to have problems on the other side of the map, then I might build one, but I think we're in good shape. It shouldn't be necessary. Once that nexus is complete, we'll build a mining station down here. In fact, oh no, he's building. Okay, never mind.
We serve the collective.
I'm going to have the cube come down. No, scratch that. I'm going to wait until these are done. We'll create a third fleet.
The collective must grow. We are the Borg. Relocate. We will comply.
We'll squeeze between these red nebulas
Relocate to grid.
because those are bad.
Station construction.
Our
complete.
nexus is complete. Now over the
Activate
mining
all
station.
outposts.
There.
Confirmed.
And while that's under construction, we'll build some miners for that station.
Initiating vessel construction.
And we'll have another mining operation going, which is good because this one is nearly depleted.
Initiating
And plus, having
station
3 going at
construction.
once
Proceed to
means the
center.
resources faster.
Station construction complete.
Our technology node's done.
Vessel construction complete.
I'm going to research the Yttrium Burst, which is essentially an excellent weapon. A massive burst of energy that hits a target and splits into a bunch of other targets and causes heavy damage. It's the Borg's primary combat weapon.
Initiating additional
If you want to do a
technology.
crap load of damage.
Vessel construction complete.
Now, we don't want to necessarily destroy everything we come across in this mission, especially the cloning facility. We want to assimilate it.
Proceed
So I gotta be
to
very
sector.
careful how I use that. But I am gonna get it. I'll get it, and I'll get the shield remodulator, and that's probably all the Borg weapons I'm gonna get for the diamond, because the other two are not that
Proceed.
useful, in my opinion. Okay, I'm surprised I'm not
Proceed to
encountering
sector.
anything with these guys. It's kind of worrying.
We are the Borg. Proceed. 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 Vessel construction complete. Relocate to grid. We will comply. Relocate.
And we're scouting around, seeing what we
Relocate
can
to
find.
grid.
So far, nothing.
Proceed to sector.
Okay, I see a dot. Oh, we got a
We
battleship.
will
I'm
comply.
gonna take that.
Unassimilated species engaged.
And have it to the
We
battleship.
serve the collective.
We will
Vessel
disassemble that.
designated for disassembly.
I'll also send my fleet for repairs because one of the assemblators got pounded. And while I'm thinking about it,
State new directive. Increase efficiency.
back on red alert. Alright, we now have our next mining operation going.
Acknowledged.
We'll go ahead and build some upgrades down here so we don't have to worry about this number.
Insufficient grid
Okay,
resources.
that means that this mining operation just finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you... You're going to wait. You're going to disassemble yourself because we don't need you anymore.
Vessel designated for disassembly.
And then once this ship is offloaded, it'll do the same.
State objective.
That miner that was moving, that had a little bit left, I'll let it go. And then I'm going to disassemble this mining operation, or this mining facility,
Station designated for
and get my
disassembly.
resources back from that because it's completely useless now that that moon's depleted. That other miner came down here, and now there's 4 miners on that
Additional
moon, which is
technology
fine.
acquired.
And it's about over half depleted. So it's a good thing we took this one when we did.
Station construction complete. Activate
We have
all
3
outposts.
cubes. That's good. Once that's assembled, these guys will repair, and then I'll have them on the move again.
We are the Borg.
Something else I'm going to do, because I'm tired of manually scouting, I'm going to throw down a detector and let it run around a little bit. He'll probably get blown up, but I'm tired of trying to reveal the map by myself. That's what these things are for.
Vessel construction complete. Proceed.
So we'll let him scout. These guys,
The collective must grow.
I'll need to move up here because I believe the second little outpost they have is right over here.
State objective. State objective. Proceed.
And I know I'm building cubes, but I might as well send this little fleet and let them continue doing what they were doing. Go ahead and get that.
Initiating additional technology.
And that should be good for our
The
technology.
collective must grow. State new directive. State objective. Proceed to sector.
Alright, so we'll move in and we'll see what we can find.
Proceed.
If our detector doesn't find it before we do, we'll probably run into it. Okay, we have something. We have
Station
ships.
construction complete. Unassimilated species
Including a battleship.
engaged. We are the Borg.
I lost this simulator. Don't you dare shoot the
Activate
ship I
all
just took.
outposts. We are the Borg.
They blew it up. Dang it. Well,
The collective must
you compensate for that.
grow. State objective. Negotiation is irrelevant. Vessel designated for disassembly.
Okay, I see a turret. Time to bring the Sphere fleet in to blow it up.
Relocate.
If any more ships arrive, I'll have these guys back them up.
Activate all alcoves. Activate all alcoves. State new directive. Unassimilated species engaged.
Here's the shipyard. Although my scout just got blown up, I figured that was going to happen. Get back off. We have the Hornet's Nest again.
Target acquired. The collective must grow.
As you can see, crew is not a problem in this mission
We are
at all.
Borg. We require regeneration. Vessel construction complete. Relocate. Unable to
Yep, that
transport.
ship's dead.
Unassimilated species engaged. By your command. Vessel designated
that.
for disassembly.
And you get out of here as well.
Vessel designated for disassembly.
At this point, you're just giving me resources, and
The collective
unless that
must
happens.
grow.
Oh, you know what? Screw this.
We will comply.
Just take us another yard.
We are the Borg.
First, we need to take out that turret so it doesn't shoot the yard when we take it over.
We are
They
one.
won't be building anything out of that anymore.
State new directive. The collective must grow. State objective. Unassimilated species engaged.
Next.
Adapting weapons array. Begin
Oh, there was another one
assimilation.
down there. I didn't realize.
Negotiation is irrelevant. We are one. State new directive.
Jeez, how many freaking ships do they have?
We are the Borg.
And more are coming.
The collective must grow. Vessel construction complete. Activate all alcoves.
Back to business.
We are one.
I think I have a sphere that's
Unassimilated
damaged, yeah.
species engaged. Begin assimilation. State new directive. We require regeneration.
And I lost the sphere.
Begin assimilation.
But we have secured this area.
We are the Borg. Negotiation is irrelevant.
Alright, now we'll take these ships. Where'd that other one go?
We require regeneration. We require regeneration. By your command.
And contrary to what I've been doing, instead of disassembling them, I'm going to repair them and use them. Because at this point, I don't have a problem with the resources anymore. But what I am going to do is I'm going to have my construction vessel here
Activate all
come over
alcoves.
here and repeat the process that we did down here over here. Which means a nexus and a mining station. Which I will put on order right now. And the nexus is going to go right here because they keep coming
We
from
will
below.
comply.
The reason why is because their final base is down here.
The collective must grow.
Meanwhile, I have a third fleet, which is these 5 cubes and a diamond, which will all be down here, along with this. I'll use these little Dominion ships I just took as guards.
We are the Borg.
Here comes a
Unassimilated species engaged.
Now here's the power of the holding beam. Ship's instantly mine.
We require regeneration.
It does take crew from the cubes to do that.
We require regeneration.
Why are you... No.
State new
I don't know
directive.
why you're going back to base like an idiot. You're supposed to be with the cubes. You're a sitting duck out here like this.
By your command.
Here, go guard the diamond.
The collective must
stick.
grow.
Oh, I guess I told them to
We
repair.
are the Borg.
Okay, that's fine.
Initiating station construction.
Fleet 3, which has my cubes, will be the first fleet we send to the bottom to hit that. Because I believe there's 3 shipyards down there, several turrets, including torpedo turrets, and of course the cloning facility. We've got to be very careful not to blow up the cloning facility, because that, if we do that, we lose the mission, because that's what we're trying to get.
State
Alright, Fleet
objective.
1 and 2, you'll move in first.
By your command. Relocate to grid. By your command. Initiating new directive.
You guys will guard the shipyard until this nexus is complete.
The collective must grow.
We'll rendezvous
We are the
about
Borg.
here. There's a... Ooh.
Unassimilated
that.
species engaged.
Instant
By
ship.
your command.
Repair it.
We serve the collective. State objective. The collective must grow.
I will go in a little
State
farther.
new directive.
Again, I've got to be very careful how I do this, because we don't want to accidentally blow up something we're supposed to be capturing.
Relocate.
Okay. We have a turret.
Relocate. We serve the collective.
So, okay, we just pissed off
Activate
the
all
Hornet's Nest
outposts.
again. So I'll have Fleet 1 deal with that.
Activate all
And help Fleet
outposts.
3 help.
State
And watch this.
objective.
This is what the Eutridium Burst does. Causing destruction on a massive scale.
Unassimilated species engaged.
They brought their battleship in. I'm going to take it.
We are the Borg.
It's now mine.
We serve the collective.
I have a damaged ship.
By your command. State
Oh,
objective.
systems are damaged. Oh, you guys
The collective must grow.
Okay, so we took care of that.
Abort. Activate all outposts.
Now I can go down here and start
Relocate
hitting
to
this
grid.
turret with my 5 spheres.
Negotiation is irrelevant.
Oh, they brought in more guys, so we'll move.
State objective. Proceed to sector.
Oh, I got a little too close to those
Proceed.
turrets. And so much for that, but that's fine. It's not my ship anyway. I mean, it is, but I took it.
Unassimilated species engaged. State new
Alright,
directive.
we'll hit and run back over there with the turret
Proceed.
again.
Proceed to sector. Adapting weapons array. Proceed to sector.
Okay, we got rid of the turret. Let's get this
We
idiot
are
off our
Borg.
butt.
We serve the collective. Proceed to sector.
Let's hit the next turret.
We are one. We are one. State new directive.
Well, they love shooting that one sphere right there.
We require regeneration.
Oh, they brought a battleship again.
We are one.
Time to take that. with my fleet of my own battleships, the cubes.
The collective must grow. Unassimilated species engaged.
Oh, there was a little bit of lag right there. Sorry about that.
Objective.
I now have this battleship. We'll repair it.
State objective. Negotiation is irrelevant.
We'll finish off this turret. We'll attempt to finish off this turret.
Relocate to grid.
The freaking destroyers, they keep swarming me with. So we got another turret right here. And more ships.
Relocate to grid.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to save all the spheres because of this.
By your command.
We're going to blow it into the Eutridium burst. Because I'm getting irritated.
State objective. By your command. Negotiation is irrelevant. Activate.
I don't know why it does that.
State objective. Unassimilated
Yeah,
species
it shoots it now that I
engaged.
don't need it anymore. Piece of crap.
The collective
Now I gotta wait for
must
that to
grow.
recharge.
Proceed. Activate all alcoves. The collective must grow. Insufficient grid resources.
Okay, one of our other moons just ran out.
Relocate to grid. Activate all alcoves. Activate all
You guys can
alcoves.
handle yourself. I'm gonna check what's going on here. Our miners are heading to that moon down there. Actually, I'm gonna tell these miners. Well, I'm gonna tell these two to disassemble.
Vessel designated for disassembly.
And I'm also going to disassemble this mining station. I'm going to leave the turrets because this moon's depleted. And now everybody will work on this. We are eating the moons.
By your command. State objective.
Let's get some more ships. Because why not? We have the resources. We have not any kind of lack of resources. I've just been so focused on the fleets I've been neglecting this.
Activate all
Alright, we have a
by
cube
your command.
that's very low on
State
crew. What I'm going to
objective.
do is it this one?
By your
Yeah.
command.
I'm going to use my simulators to recrew it because they can always get their own crew back with their beams. The cubes can't do that without going all the way back to repair. All the cubes could use it, but that one's in the worst shape. I think it might have got hit by a Polarian torpedo and lost life support for a while.
The collective must grow.
Okay, that's good enough.
State objective.
Alright, back to killing
We
this.
are one.
What's this over here?
Unassimilated species engaged.
I have an assimilator that's like sitting over here.
Vessel
looking at me.
construction complete. We will
Oh,
adapt.
for the love of God. There go. I lost the sphere because I
By
didn't realize
your
that.
command. State objective.
Well, now we can get our crew back. Or we can attempt to get our crew back.
We serve the collective. Relocate to grid. Relocate to grid. Engage target.
A little too close to these turrets. I need to move.
Proceed. By your command.
Or they're going to blow that up. I can't do
State
anything about that.
objective.
Or I'm not going to bother. It's not worth it.
We are the Borg. By your command. We are the Borg. Unassimilated species engaged.
So much going on. It's lagging again. Alright, I'm going to have...
Regeneration.
Not you. Stop.
Relocate.
I'm going to have group 3 go back and get repairs.
Regeneration.
Mostly to recruit that cube and the other
We
cubes.
will comply.
I mean, it's not like we don't have the crew in the crew pool for it.
State objective.
Meanwhile, we'll do some more
Adapting
turret
weapons
hitting.
array. State objective. State objective. Activating all alcoves.
So as you can see, those shipyards are constantly popping out ships. They're crapping out ships at an alarming rate, and that's why
Vessel
we have to deal with
construction
this.
complete.
We got another turret destroyed.
Activate all alcoves.
I'm gonna wait till that sphere
Activate
is
all
no longer
alcoves.
damaged. Once Fleet 3 is repaired, I'm gonna bring it back down here.
Activate all
Alright,
alcoves.
spheres, move in.
Unassimilated species engaged.
My regeneration's running out of special
Negotiation
energy.
is around. We are the Borg. Activate all
Remove the spheres
alcoves.
away.
We are the Borg. Proceed. State new
They
directive.
disabled the spheres to the engine, so
We
he's probably
serve the
screwed.
collective. Engage
I'm gonna
target.
go and blow this up while
Vessel construction
he's distracted
complete.
about the sphere. Okay, we're gonna get out of here.
Require regeneration. We require
And I'm gonna bring Fleet 3
regeneration.
back down here.
Proceed.
He just shot our shield disruptor. I'm glad I'm leaving.
Proceed to sector.
That assimilator's screwed.
Relocate.
There's way too many ships. Hopefully they will follow us back to base, because that's suicide for them. Speaking of which, I didn't realize this was already complete.
The collective must grow.
We'll build a mining station.
We will comply.
Again, not that we need the resources, but
Activate all
why not?
alcoves. We serve the collective. Vessel construction.
We've taken out
complete.
turrets, but we haven't started
We will
our major
adapt.
assault yet, unless you count taking out the turrets as part of the assault.
Unassimilated
Taking you.
species engaged.
Let's take as many as these ships as we can, because why not? Okay, now we have an escort fleet of sorts, but I want to take them back to base.
Require regeneration. State objective. Relocate. Proceed. We serve the collective.
Okay, see that turret? I'm probably... what is this? I don't know who these guys are.
Station construction
I'm only
complete.
seeing Fleet 1 to deal with them.
Relocate to grid.
I'm gonna get down here and probably tritium burst that turret, which will probably spread to these others. I prefer they not spread to the shipyard, but if it does, it's not the worst thing.
The collective must grow by your command. Unassimilated species
First, we gotta deal with all these
engaged.
ships. We'll take a few.
Negotiation is irrelevant. We serve the collective.
We just caused some major damage.
Vessel construction complete. The collective must grow.
Okay, those little stragglers are
Activate
dead.
all alcoves. We serve the
You die for that.
Commence attack.
Okay, I believe we've destroyed all the turrets. Oh no, here's one.
We serve
It
the
survived.
collective.
There might be one or two over here as well, but for the most part, the turrets are gone. Nope, here's another one.
Assimilate this vessel.
Okay, shoot nothing except what I tell you to. Because there's the cloning facility that we do not need to blow up. Okay, these are dead ships. Here's
We
more
serve the
turrets.
collective.
Obviously, shoot to defend yourself as well, but
Proceed to sector. Remodulate shields.
okay, I don't know what Team 1's doing.
Proceed to sector.
We've got the firepower now, we can just brute force these turrets without causing too much damage. But remember, we gotta not damage that.
Remodulate shields. Unassimilated species engaged. We are the Borg. By your command.
Oh, that's bull. I'm not having that.
State new directive.
Fix it.
We serve the collective.
You guys owe me a shipyard for that.
We require regeneration. Activate all outposts. We serve the collective. State objective. The collective must grow.
Once we're repaired, we're going to hit this, the cloning facility, and take it over. And then our objective, our primary objective, will be complete.
Unassimilated species.
At this point, I'm just taking these shipyards
The collective must
because
grow.
why not? We might find use for them.
We serve the collective. We serve the collective.
Alright, I've told my cubes to simulate the facility.
Proceed to sector. We will attack simulated vessels identified. Threat probability to action 420 exceeding acceptable limits.
420, 420.
Eliminate all unassimilated vessels. Defend the facility until the process is complete.
So the process they're referring to is they're cloning Picard into basically a clone of Locutus. And we've got to defend the cloning facility until that process is completed, which is surprisingly fast. But it still takes a little bit of time, and we need to not be attacked. I do see some enemies up here, and some may randomly pop up. This shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we'll have the diamond come over here. And we will hit the cloning facility with this. Now this thing's invincible as long as that's there.
We serve the collective.
Okay, they're hitting my yard up here. One of the reasons why I did all this.
Negotiation is urgent. The collective is under attack.
Oh, you're not the only one that can do that.
Unassimilated species engaged. Accessing Federation DNA archives.
That's a dead ship. These are all dead ships, and that's a dead shipyard.
We are the Borg. Downloading DNA sample. We require regeneration.
Keep it protected. I don't think they're going to get down here, because they decided to go attack this, and that might be all they have. So I can actually see. I'm gonna take these ships, get these off the radar.
The collective must grow. We require regeneration.
My mouse went a little weird there.
Nanoprobes. Unable to transport. Establishing link to the collective. We serve the collective. The collective must grow. Process complete.
And there we go. We now have Locutus.
Your designation is Locutus of Borg. Your primary objective is to eliminate all unassimilated species in this sector.
Which I think we've done.
I will comply.
Okay, so we'll need to move one of our cubes over to the clone facility
Activate all alcos.
to become Locutus' personal cube.
Relocate to grid.
We'll just move this one.
Vessels transferred.
Primary objective complete.
Okay, that means all the Dominion are dead, and this mission is now finally complete.
New primary objective. Obtain particle 010.
I will comply.
That's going to be fun. So next video, we will start the process of obtaining particle 010, which is the Omega particle, from the Romulans.